Capacity of a spherical capacitor. A spherical capacitor consists of two hollow spheres. One smaller sphere is inside the bigger hollow sphere. Their centers are same, so they are concentric. This is charge distribution. When we give plus q charge to the inner sphere, due to induction, minus charge induces in the inner surface of big hollow sphere. There should be plus charge, but where this plus charge goes, let us see. Look here, when we give plus q charge to a smaller sphere, due to induction, minus charge induces in the inner surface of big sphere, so there should be positive charge on the outer surface. Now we connect this outer surface to earth. Then what happens? Electrons comes from earth and they neutralize this positive charge. When there is no positive charge, movement of electron stops. So this is when this capacitor is charged. Now you may see here there is a conducting wire to connect a smaller sphere to give it charge. This passes through a small sphere space in bigger sphere, and there is a non-conducting material between this wire and bigger sphere, so that this wire cannot touch the surface of bigger sphere. So this is to give the charge to inner sphere. Now direction of electric field will be from the positive charge to negative charge. So electric field is confined only in this space. This is another arrangement to connect this spherical capacitor. Now first we will know what is potential difference between these two spheres. So direction of electric field is radially outward. Take two nearby points on this line OB, D and C. Their distance between them is dr, like this. So work done in moving unit positive charge from D to C, this will be equal to EdR minus EdR, and this is equal to potential difference between point D and C. So dV is potential difference between point D and C. Now potential difference between the surface of a small sphere and big hollow sphere. VA minus VB is equal to minus integration E dot dr, which is equal to minus integration EdR. Now we know that electric field intensity at a distance small or from the center of a charged sphere when this point is on the outside the sphere. This is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. So V is equal to minus sign of integration, limits are from B to A. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square dr. So V is equal to minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught limit B to A 1 by r square dr. Now integration of 1 by r square is minus 1 by r, and limits are from B to A. This minus cancels. So V is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught inside the bracket 1 by r, limits are from B to A. Now substitute the limits. So V is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught inside the bracket 1 upon A minus 1 upon B. Now capacity C is equal to charge upon potential. So C is equal to q by V. So C is equal to q divided by, well, put the value of V and solve it. So we get C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught AB upon B minus A. Now for 1 upon A minus 1 upon B, it is written here B minus A upon AB. Here is one more method. We know that if charge on a sphere, conducting sphere of radius A is plus q, then potential on its surface VA is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by A. Now potential due to a sphere of radius B when charge is minus q, Vb is equal to minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by b. So potential difference between the surfaces of inner small sphere and bigger sphere, V is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon a minus 1 by b. Now C is equal to q by b. So solve it. C will be equal to 4 pi epsilon naught ab upon b minus a. Now capacity of a spherical capacitor filled with dielectric constant K. Suppose space between these two spheres is filled by a dielectric substance of dielectric constant K, then C will be equal to 4 pi epsilon naught K B A upon B minus A. Now capacity of a spherical capacitor, if inner sphere is connected to earth and outer sphere is given charge. Here you may see that we have connected inner sphere to earth and we are giving charge to outer sphere. Then what will happen when we give positive charge to this outer sphere? Then potential inside this sphere will be positive. Now since this is connected to earth, so potential on this surface should be 0. So electrons will come from earth on this smaller sphere so that its potential becomes 0. So suppose there is minus q2 charge in this smaller sphere, so a plus q2 charge will be in the inner surface of bigger sphere. So q charge will divide into two parts, one part q1 on outer surface and q2 on inner surface. Now there are two electric field in between this space and there is electric field in outside to this bigger sphere. So now C will be equal to combination of two capacitors. C is equal to C1 plus C2, where C1 is capacity of spherical capacitor, which is 4 pi epsilon naught AB upon B minus A, and C2 is capacity of single spherical conductor, which is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught B. So C will be equal to, take LCM of this, LCM is B minus A. So on numerator we get 4 pi epsilon naught AB plus 4 pi epsilon naught B into B minus A. You solve it, then we get C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught B square upon B minus A. So this is the case when outer sphere is given charge and inner sphere is earthed. Now let us see what is charge distribution in this case. Suppose we give plus q charge to the bigger sphere, then potential on the surface of a smaller sphere is positive. Now we connect this smaller sphere to earth. So as we connect it to earth, electrons will come from earth. Why? To make potential 0. So due to minus charge, potential on this smaller sphere, on the surface of a smaller sphere, becomes 0. So this plus q charge, now as here is minus charge, so there will be some plus charge which is induced in the inner surface of bigger sphere. So q charge will divide in two parts, one part on the surface of bigger sphere, another part in the inner surface of bigger sphere. Now we have electric field from plus to minus inside this arrangement of concentric hollow spheres, and we have also electric field due to positive charge in the outer space So this combination is equivalent to combination of two parallel capacitors. Now see what is charge distribution. So let charge on a smaller sphere is q dash. So potential will be equal to some constant k, q dash upon its radius is a, this is a, and potential due to plus q charge kq by b, this must be equal to 0. So when we k is nothing but our constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught, this is k. So on solving it, k cancels, so q dash upon a is equal to q upon b. So q dash is equal to b so q dash is equal to minus, here is minus sign, minus q into a upon b. So if we give q charge to bigger sphere, then inside the smaller sphere charge will be negative and its magnitude is qa upon b. Now since a is greater than, a is smaller than b, so q dash is less than q. So this is charge distribution, charge on the negative charge on the inner sphere. Here are formulas. First, C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught AB upon B minus A. Second, C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught KBA upon B minus A. And third is C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught B square upon B minus A when inner sphere is connected to earth and outer sphere is given charge. And this is charge in inner sphere. Q dash is equal to minus q into a upon b.